毎度ヤマトです。今回もね、レッドデッドリデンプション2やっていきたいと思います。今回からね、チャプター3になりますね。南へ。
How you doing, old friend? Fine. It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in the field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur. Worrying me. We lost men back there. We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties. We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more. We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
お、また魚釣りかな?
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over Dutch.
Always green, crushing, and bubble burst, you. Come on, Hosea. Let's go fishing.
All right, gentlemen. Let me show you how it's done.
やり方教えてやろう。まあ、釣りの仕方はもう知ってるんだけどな。あれ、これマーカーなんだろう。
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them. Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur. More Charles than me. It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Ah, feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you. I hope so. But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. But we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you. Of course. Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle. Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool. Oh. Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in. I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mine and investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool. but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
逃げた。
Follow you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we
う
can
わ、保安
discuss
官
the
乗せちゃっ
foolish
て。
Let's go after that train. And do not shoot them, you hear me? Come
あいつら
on,
撃つな。
hurry.
All right.
マジか。
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're
Look at
not
him.
losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I
夢
get
使ってるん
it.
だね
I'm。doing my best. Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it.
追いつかないな。追
You
い
sure
つき
got
そうで追
your
いつかない。
shit?
No, did I not say that?
You said plenty.
危ない危ない危ない。あおー、うわー、やっちまった。マジか。
What are
俺
you
ちょっと
doing?
逃げられちゃいそうだな。
Where the hell are you going? Idiot. Now get after the others, come on. The train's slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. See if you can get alongside the train. See the flat carriage? Head for that. Get us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
よし。
You cow bastards! I didn't do nothing.
やばいやばいやばい。
That's enough. Damn it.
落としちゃったよ。なんか別に銃で撃ってもよかったんじゃねえかなって感じだけど。
Stop. You're only making it worse.
Come on, sit back.
あーくそ、逃げられちゃうよ。どこまで行くんだっ
Relying on you.
け。止まった。
Bastard.
Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
オッケー。縛り上げる。
Dead soon, partner. Get these ropes off me or else.
よし、あと一人だ。なんか、誰と戦ってんの？
Just you and me now, pal.
なんか野菜の缶詰とかあって。
It's just us then, lawman. Come
何あれ、ナイフ？
We need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that.
危な。
Do it. I'll break you in two.
絶させろ。とにかく殺そう。やばい。あれ、これ、バツ。
Are you sure?
Sadly so.
Right out here if you need me. Come on. Come on.
やばい。あ、これバツであれするんじゃなかったっけな。
One more.
倒したか。
Hello? Is everything all right in there?
保安官代理何やってんだよ。
I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
担ぐ。
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray.
俺の方に乗せていくんだ。俺の方乗せろよ。
He'll wake if you don't get a move on. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields. This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain around here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
他の3人ぐらい逃げたやつはどうしたんだろうね。こいつだけでいいのかな、捕まえて帰るの。
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Very little. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me? Sooner you get him off your horse, sooner we can get him in a cell. Carry him over then.
Hey, fellas.
保安官になった気分だね。
Okay,
あれ
this
こっ
way.
ちか。これに下ろせばいいのかな。
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would
お前たの
deliver.
俺だけど。
Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take 'em months to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Have you had enough of the chase for one day?
釣り行きたいよな、ほんと。
So you coming or not?
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kind of like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
あれ、俺の梅どれだ？こっちか。
All right, gentlemen. Follow me.
Okay, girl. Hey, you're okay, girl.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Where is this spot, Hosea? Timbuktu?
Not too much farther. Anyway, you two never told me properly about that business with Cornwall in Valentine. What happened there? Apart from scaring the living daylights out of Mr. Strauss.
That was about the only upside. John and I didn't even have time to get paid for the sheep we rustled.
It is safe to say Mr. Cornwall isn't a man to let bygones be bygones.
Ambushed us in the saloon. He came with a lot of guards and what seemed like just about every lawman in the county.
We've had closer shaves, but not that many.
And if Cornwall found us, the Pinkertons couldn't have been far behind.
They found me when I was fishing with Jack, remember?
Listen, it was good we moved when we did, but that mess is behind us now.
Yes. Jack told me you were a good teacher when you took him fishing. I said he must have you confused with someone else.
Very funny. So, you're going back to see that Sheriff Gregg?
Yeah, I don't see why not. They don't know who we are down here.
He didn't seem the sharpest attacks. Neither did that deputy.
This is the spot. Down to the left there. I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Whoa!
Yes, over there on the shore.
あのボートとか人のじゃないのか。
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these.
そうなんだ。
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Oh,
Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
お、初めてのボート。どうやって漕ぐのこれ。
Good fish.
That'll do too.
え、難しいんだけど、どうやって漕ぐのこ
Get
れ。
us a bit deeper.
L でボートを操縦する。バツで早く漕げる。なんかあれだね、他の人も点々といるね。
I think here's good.
all right. Good luck, gentlemen.
早く釣り竿を装備する。
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
うわなんか持ってたっけ俺。あ、こっちか。もらったのか。
What's wrong with good old worms?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but
You'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
I think that's a bite. There, hooked him.
うわ、マジか、先に釣られた。
Come on, Arthur. You can't go back empty-handed. You got a bite there, Arthur.
Fish on the line, Arthur.
食った。だか、チョウザメ。やばいやばいやばい。結構でかいんじゃないこれ。いや、そうでもないか。来たー。
Look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that.
おお、2キロか。でも前に 2.5 キロっ
near
つ
the
っ
mouth
た
of
か
the
ら。
river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, you reckon?
I would like to see that.
反対は、反対は向けないのか。
Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20,
釣れてんじゃん。
21, walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though.
お、
Never
で
lost
か
the
いか、さっ
puppy
き
in
のや
him,
つより。
right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater
Stop.
was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head
あ、さっきのより
west, the
小さい
further
な。
east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it
こ
should
れあれか
be.
な、俺が釣り竿をしまうってやるまでずっとやってる感じかな、もしかして。
Closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
あ、
Already?
そんな感じだったね、やっ
You
ぱり。
ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Do we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
このままボートで引こ
Could
う。
be useful.
マジか。
What about the horses?
They'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun.
Haha.
Thank you.
待って、勝手に帰ってくる。
Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some
me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and I knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we 3 poor mariners, newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Hey, there is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, round, round. We care not for the martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchant men who do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know,
あ、やっと見てきた。
the folks bet you can't think that we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
よし、やっと着いた。遠かったな。
All right. I think I mean, we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
OK、ミッションクリア。最後まで見てくれてありがとうございました。チャンネル登録、高評価してくれると嬉しいです。また次の動画でお会いしましょう。それじゃあまたね。